Hello everyone, welcome to another video. What we're going to focus on in this lesson is percentage. If you are new to my channel, please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. All right? Now, let's focus on the concept of percent. What is a percent? A percent is a fraction with a denominator of 100. The word percent actually means per hundred or hundreds. It is denoted by the symbol that I circle here in red. So it's a stroke with zero on either side. So whenever you see this symbol, it means percent. Now, what do I mean when I say a percent is a fraction with a denominator of 100? I'm simply saying any fraction written with a denominator of 100 is a percent. Now, I will explain this in the subtopic of converting from percent to a fraction. A percent is really a fraction written in another form. So we can think of 50% as 50 hundredths. We can always simplify the fraction in its lowest term where possible. For example, we are given 50% here to convert to a fraction. All I'm saying is that this 50% is going to be 50 over 100. So that is it when you convert 50% to a fraction. Just put in the number over 100. Now 50 over 100 means 50 divided by 100. Now you can ask yourself, is this fraction in its simplest form? The answer is no. So we can therefore put the fraction in its lowest form. You can see that 50 here is just a half of 100. So this fraction then is 1/2, right? Or you could say to yourself, how many groups of 50 can I get out of 50? That will give you 1. And how many groups of 50 can I get out of 100? That would be 2. Still give you 1/2. So I'm saying that 50% as a fraction can be seen as 50 over 100, which can be reduced in its simplest form, which is 1 over 2. Note that when we simplify a fraction, we do not change the value of the fraction. Okay, so a half, one half is still 50 out of 100. All right. Now, what if you get another problem? Let's say part B, and you're asked to convert 75% to a fraction. Then, as a fraction, it would just be 75 over 100. Why? Because a percent is a fraction with a denominator of 100, right? So 75 over 100 is a percent, just expressed in fractional form. Then we could reduce this fraction by finding a number that can go into the numerator without leaving a remainder, and a number that can go into the denominator without leaving a remainder. Now, the largest number that we can find would be 25. So we can ask ourselves, how many groups of 25 can we get out of 75? That would give us 3. And how many groups of 25 can we get out of 100? That would be 4. So I'm saying when we simplify 75 over 100, that is just 3/4. So 3/4 as a fraction is equivalent to 75%. Now let's look at our next subheading, which is converting from percent to decimal. Now, to convert a percent to decimal, we express it as hundredths, then convert the decimal, then convert to decimal form by dividing the numerator by 100. What do I mean by this? Here I have an example. We are asked to express 24% as a decimal. First, we're going to express it as a fraction. So 24% as a fraction is just 24 over 100. Then we're going to express the fraction as a decimal. Now, 24 over 100 means 24 divided by 100. So we could do a little bit of long division here by dividing 24 by 100. Then ask ourselves, how many groups of 100 can we get out of 24? That would be 0. So therefore, we put a point and add a 0. Then we ask ourselves, how many groups of 100 can we get out of 240? That would be 2. Write it here on the line. Then take the 2 to multiply 100. So 2 times 100 gives us 200. Then we subtract. So 240 minus 200, that will leave us with 40. Then we do the process again by asking ourselves, how many groups of 100 can I get out of 40? That would be 0. So I need to add a 0 here. Then ask myself, how many groups of 100 can I get out of 400? That would be 4. Then I need to take the 4 to multiply 100, which gives me 400, and then subtract. So 400 minus 100 leaves me with nothing. So my answer is 0.25. Sorry, 0.24. And you can put a 0 in front. So what am I saying? When you convert 24% to decimal, that would give you 0.24. Right? Another way to think of this is that you could think of 24 over 100 as just 24.0. Now, if this is 24.0, dividing by 100, you could think about you are moving the decimal point 2 places to the left. So the amount of zeros that you divide by tells you how many jumps or how many places you should move the decimal point. So if we move it from here, it would be 1. Then move it from here, it would be 2. So it is now right here in front of the 2. And you can see that it will give us the same answer, which is 0.24. So under exam condition, this method is much easier. Now to our last section, which is convert fraction to percent. Since 1 whole is equal to 100%, we can convert any fraction to percent by multiplying the fraction by 100, right? So what we know is that 1 whole is equal to 100%. So what would 1/2 or half of a whole equal to? That would just be 1/2 multiplied by 100, which will give us 50%. What would 1/4 as a percent equal to? That would just be 1/4 multiplied by 100, which will give us 25%. And what would 3/4 equal to? That would be 3/4 times 100, which gives us 75%. Now let's look at an example. Convert 3/5 to percent. What does 3/5 means? What we have here is 3/5 of a whole, right? So 3/5 here means 3/5 of a whole, right? That's what this means. So we know that the whole is what? 100%. And half in mathematics means times. So to convert this fraction, then it would equal to 3/5 multiplied by 100%. And what's 3 over 5 times 100%? You can see that how many groups of 5 we can get out of 5? That would be 1. How many groups of 5 can we get out of 100? That would be 20. So what is 3 times 20? That would give us 60%. So therefore, when we convert 3/5 of a whole 2%, that would equivalent to 60%. Right? So that is how you convert from fraction to percent. I hope that this video would have helped you to better understand these concepts of percentages. Thank you very much for watching, and do enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.